The nation celebrates 50 years of the country's first management institute, the Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta. It was Nehru's dream translated into reality by Dr. B.C. Roy on the 14th of November 1961. Incidentally, Nehru's birthday.
My name is Mohan Murthy. I was a student of IIM and graduated in the year 1971. We were then in the old campus at BT Road, and it was a great 2 years, made many friends, learnt a great deal, and subsequently I have been coming back to the IIM for many years. I used to come here to recruit on behalf of the company that I work for. I am now particularly pleased to be called upon to play a role more directly in the running of IIM, and I look forward to making a contribution to this great institution.
My name is Ramraj. I am from the 8th batch, 1973, from the old campus actually, not this. It used to be on BT Road. And when we joined the campus, it was Naxalite time, and quite an exciting time to be in Calcutta and at the institute. Sinti Mode and all those places have gone down in history as some of the greatest Naxal activity. And we were the bourgeois institute right in the middle of all that. And it was great learning, great experience. Wouldn't want it to happen again, but at that time it was great fun.
Land for this campus at Joka on the city's southern fringe was acquired on the 27th of May 1964, the day Nehru died. But it opened its doors only in 1975, inaugurated by the Education Minister Dr. Nurul Hassan, and the first convocation held here.
My first impression of the campus was mixed. There was, it was barren. There were hardly any trees, no buildings, virtually no buildings, and there was a lot of water. So it was a mixture of beauty, calm, and a little bit of fear, after dark. Well, I was not actually staying on campus. I don't stay on campus, but our provost, at that time I think Zahid Gangji was the provost, he had a tough time. Do you know why? Because he had to guard the hostels from dacoits. There were people from neighboring villages and who used to come to raid our campus, and they used to come on boats because of all this water.
Migratory birds once flocked to the water bodies here, and though the denizens of the Joka campus have changed with time, the presence of nature inspires the continuing spirit of openness and freedom. The environment of learning has crossed beyond the strict confines of management academics and led to creative careers among alumni whose personal explorations have blossomed in myriad different fields.
When I entered IIM Calcutta in 1977, I was not very clear what I would specialize in, what I will do, but I think the 2 years here shaped in a lot of ways what I am today. I got interested in marketing and I started enjoying marketing, branding and advertising, and that's led to a 30-year plus career in marketing and advertising, which I thoroughly enjoyed. A lot of that basic grounding happened here in this campus. This is a very open institute. There are no strict regimes here. You kind of explore what subjects interest you, and then you get on to do what you want to do and make your mark in life. So I think we owe a lot, all of us alumnus of IIM Calcutta owe a lot to IIM Cal and to its teachers and to the great campus for what we are.
For our economy, when we talk about the deficit can be met only by borrowing. Whereas in the US, when you look at the budgetary deficit by definition, it can be closed also by imposing new taxes. But here,
what is the transmission mechanism? The transmission mechanism is the channel through which changes in the money supply affect eventually the level of output, production and demand.
Classrooms at IIMC have been the matrix of many corporate success stories and entrepreneurial adventures. It has also created top-flight writers and journalists, academics who hold distinguished positions worldwide, cultural frontrunners, and leaders of NGOs and even international adventure learning outfits. IIMC's energetic faculty has also been widely recognized for its significant contribution to research in many fields. The library at IIMC brings the world to its doorstep, acquainting students with evolving management philosophies worldwide. Its global reputation has created exchange programs while taking students to Europe and the US, just as it brings foreign students here from its 21 partner universities across the globe. Students at IIMC pursue excellence, and competitiveness is an obvious preparation for their future careers. Sports offer a context for gentle reminders of fair play and gamesmanship to encounter defeat or celebrate victory.
You know, life is not only about learning and about knowing and about knowledge. Life is not only about skills, it's not only about what you're good at. Certainly it's there, so your knowledge, skills and talent matter. But life is also about what kind of person you are and what kind of character you shape up to be. And how do you impact your own ecosystem? And I think that's how life nets out.
The IIMC auditorium hosts speakers in different disciplines from India and abroad, opening horizons in thoughts and presenting new frontiers in ideas and experiences.
We got the Act of Right to Information 2005. By the way, how many of you read this Act? Some of you may join the government, some of you will join obviously the corporate affairs, some of you may be in your private sector as self-employed. But this Act is going to impact each one of you in the coming years.
I think all the kids who get in here have an amazing opportunity in life to really impact the ecosystem, keeping all of these things in mind. Because I think being part of the IIM Calcutta campus is an experience in living. It's not just an experience in gaining management knowledge. You know better than I do that you can actually take distance learning courses and can read a lot of books. The whole world wide web is open to you at the click of a button. So it's not so much about just learning, but it's also about how you learn. It's about how that helps to shape you.
Let me say a little bit about our infrastructure development. Okay, so this was one area which was on the top of our mind, and we started the process initially in around 2004, and we said that we would like to have the best architect, and we appointed Christopher Charles Benninger, who is very well known, renowned architect in the country. You have now had a chance to see some of the new buildings that have been created already. The new academic complex, 2 new hostels have been built for about 350 students, beautiful dining complex, and then you've seen the iconic bridge. So that is a very major area of growth and augmentation.
Growing awareness of physical fitness and its reflection on mental health has encouraged IIMC students to avail of the excellent facilities of the gym.
IIM Calcutta has been a pioneer in the teaching of ethics as part of the curriculum, the postgraduate program curriculum. And very recently, earlier we used to have elective courses being offered in the area of ethics. And very recently, 3 years ago, we made one course compulsory for all the students of the postgraduate program. And interestingly, after that the institute also felt that it should be made compulsory for other new programs that we have started. For example, the 1-year full-time program for executives, the PGP-EX. Then we have made it compulsory for the PGP, that is the postgraduate program for executives for visionary leadership in manufacturing, which is a very unique program.
Basically, we'll primarily have case.
IIMC offers a gamut of academic programs, including intensive residential courses for practicing professionals on a sabbatical.
Well, you see, IIM Calcutta has certain unique qualities as a management school. It is not a typical business school. The orientation is not management of business. It is management in a more embracing kind of sense. There is society, and there is an economy, there is business, there is employment to be managed, there is the you might say the informal sector or less formal sector. So there is a whole range of activities, sectors, and IIM Calcutta has always encouraged looking into different aspects of management and of society. This is the only management school, so far as I know, where there is emphasis on subjects such as sociology or business history or the management of human values. We have a separate center on that, or the management of environment. So this more rounded vision of society is, I think, what gives IIM Calcutta its uniqueness.
So we eventually ended up using this model of knowing, doing, being. Is not an original model to us.
IIMC Center for Human Values, the first of its kind in India, is an effort to define an Indian approach to management, where values are ethos and culture specific. Major questions are raised here about success and failure, right and wrong, in the belief that ethical values can certainly be tutored if not taught. Experiences are designed for students to make a difference, if not to the world, at least to the organizations they will work for.
I am the chairman of the Board of Governors here at IIM Calcutta, and I have been so for the last 4 years. I was also a student here in the 1970s. I graduated from IIM Calcutta at that time from the PGP program. I'm happy that in our 50th year, our Golden Jubilee year, we were rated #1 in many different places. One was in there are, as you know, many surveys done of rankings of management schools. Now the most prestigious one was done by the All India Management Association, and IIM Calcutta was ranked #1 this year. So we were thrilled that it happened during the Golden Jubilee year. We are also thrilled that our faculty have published more research papers in more prestigious research journals than any other institution in the world, barring 5 business schools in the United States. We have published more than any other institution in India. So very happy about that, and we are also very happy that last year our placement record was well above the others. In other words, the average salary that our students earned was higher than any of the IIMs. So I think we are very happy that all these things happened in the Golden Jubilee year.
High degrees of competitiveness, grueling academic discipline, rising levels of expectations, and relentless struggles to keep up with one's peers. Beyond these challenges lie IIMC's brand of freedom, the on-campus liveliness, the encouragement for the wide portfolio of activities, the academic range represented by the faculty, the hypercritical ambience, and the emerging synergy of knowledge. Looking forward into tomorrow from the 50th year milestone.